the man woke up, finding himself sleeping on the road, nearly hit by a car. When he got back home, he checked the surveillance footage, discovered he had sleepwalking disorder. To avoid sleepwalking again, he handcuffed himself to the bedside lamp. However, when he woke up, he found himself sleeping on the roof. To overcome his sleepwalking, he locked himself in the bedroom, threw the key out the window, then peacefully fell asleep. But when he woke up again, he found himself in the Arctic. In the end, he had to walk back home. Where do you think he'll wake up next time? The man was drinking coffee, but accidentally spilled cola on the screen. His newly bought computer instantly crashed. So, he bought another one. This time, he kept the cola far away, but the desk lamp fell down. The man had to buy another one. He decided to go outside, but as soon as he turned on the computer, the sky flashed with lightning and thundered. Then, so the man bought another one. Although the weather was clear this time, bricks suddenly flew off the wall, hit the computer squarely. Enraged, the man kicked the table away. This time, he went to the vast grassland, but as soon as he sat down, I really wish I was the one selling him the laptops. The dude drinks red cola only, but he is cursed. As soon as he touches it, red cola turns blue. The man can only use a tong to pick the cola, then use a screwdriver to poke a hole and insert a straw. But when he takes a sip, the red cola turns blue again. Frustrated, the man opens the fridge and empties all the cola inside. Then he goes to the supermarket to buy new cola. When he gets home, he opens the trunk. Just as he lifts the cola, it changes color again. Angrily, he directly throws the cola on the ground. Helpless, the man has no choice but to drink the blue cola. Unexpectedly, just after a sip, the room starts shaking. A strong wind blows outside. The earth is destroyed. The old lady pointed her finger. Grandpa's ashes turned into cookies. The boyfriend said, "Luckily, it's not my grandpa." Whether it's a stuffed toy, a wallet full of cash, or photo frames, none could escape. Even the boyfriend's hot pepper water turned into cookies. The boyfriend took a bite, even tasted the flavor of the hot pepper water. Then, the two started a cookie-making plan. No matter what the boyfriend threw out, the girl turned them into cookies. Even the phones of passers-by turned into cookies. Oreo Company wanted to hire the girl on the spot. Suddenly, the girl's little brother appeared. Before the girl could react, her little brother turned into a cookie, but the girl didn't have the power to change him back. The two could only tearfully eat the cookie of her little brother. Would you like to try this cookie? A hapless man lay there, looking like a human pincushion, his body adorned with acupuncture needles like a bizarre porcupine cosplay. As his physician bid him farewell, next moment the fire alarm erupted into a wild cacophony, as if it were part of a comedy soundtrack. Ignoring the agony, he struggled to get out of bed, knowing he had to evacuate ASAP. With one hand clutching his trousers and the other carefully holding his needle-spiked rear, he waddled toward the outside. People outside couldn't believe their eyes, pointing at him like he was the star of a slapstick show. He quickly wrapped his pants around himself, only to turn around and find the doctor grinning like a Cheshire cat. With a sigh and a shrug, he decided to ask the doc for help, but just as he was about to make his move, someone yelled that the fire drill had concluded. The female physician strolled off with an amused smirk. Safely inside the elevator, he heaved a sigh of relief, believing his hilarious ordeal was finally over. But just then, squeezing him into a human burrito. With a gentle clap of his hands, the table transformed into building blocks. Moving behind his colleague, he extended a finger and tapped the chair, instantly turning it into blocks, causing his coworker to crash heavily to the ground. Just a while ago, he bit into a sweet potato fry only to discover it caught in his teeth. The fry morphed into building blocks, prompting him to quickly sip a coffee. Unexpectedly, the cup suffered the same fate. A light touch, and the table became blocks again. They were ecstatic, turning a directional sign into blocks with a casual swipe, and playfully kicking a sign into powder. A press against the boss's car, and it transformed into a toy in an instant. Excitedly, they raised their hands for a celebratory high five, but to their surprise, his friend also turned into blocks, crashing to the ground in a pile of pieces. When Mario gets stuck in the game bug, then just now, the man's gun got stuck in the ground, wiggling continuously. Mario and Steve told him not to touch that, but the man didn't listen. Then, When the man crashed into the wall, the entire wall turned into mosaic and started spreading outward. The soldier wants to ask for help, but he wants to sit in the car, but he can only hang in midair. His friend tells him to get off the car. Then, the man turns into a star in the sky. The mosaic is spreading all over the world gradually. To save the NPC friends, Steve unplugs the game world. But just as he's about to plug it back, do you like playing Super Mario? Man raises his arm, creating a tidal wave. The woman screams in shock. Just during the man's date with his girlfriend, his armpits unexpectedly turn into a water zone. When handed the remote, he clutches it awkwardly, hands stiff as a board. Then tasked with holding a bag of chips, he exerts force, spilling half of it. The girlfriend asks the man to hug her while watching TV. However, as soon as he lifts his arm, a powerful water jet shoots out, nearly knocking her out. Quick thinking, she pulls out a magical bottle from her bag, gives it a gentle spray under his arms, miraculously stopping the watery mayhem. However, when the man turns around, he realizes the room is now over a meter deep in water. So, do you have any idea what product this advertisement could be for? A laser beam lands smack on the dude's noggin. His forehead turns into a mini smoke machine. A whiff of something burnt reaches his nose, rudely interrupting his dream. Out of nowhere, a lady pops up, eager to apologize. Our guy, baffled and smelling trouble, tries to ninja roll to safety, but fate has other plans. A bus slams on the brakes, spotlighting the lady's sleek armpit. The sunlight, taking a detour through the armpit, transforms into a blazing laser beam, giving our hapless hero another forehead sizzle. This guy must have a kick me sign on his head. Any guesses on what this ad is peddling? Never take a photo of a woman without makeup. Just a moment ago, a mischievous man snapped a picture of his wife, thinking nothing of it, but in the next second,
delete the picture, motherfucker!
The man was instantly bewildered.
Okay. It's gone. It's all gone.
Thanks, baby.
He thought he...
Andre, where are you?
Have you ever experienced this at the movies? Just now, the man and his girlfriend were watching a film, when suddenly she needed to use the restroom, but her voice was so loud.
Excuse me.
The man in an extremely awkward situation. What's even more awkward is when the girlfriend returned. She couldn't find their seats, and ended up walking right into the center of the screen.
Andre, where are you?
Unable to find her boyfriend, she decided to shout row by row.
Andre!
Megan!
Andre!
Megan, come here!
Just at that moment, the girlfriend pulled out her phone,
Siri, call Andre.
making the man the center of attention for the entire audience.
Andre, where are you?
I'm behind you. You didn't need to announce it, just do it. I'm right there. Have you sustained a head injury or had a stroke in the last 10 minutes?
The guy next to them finally couldn't take it anymore, urged them to hang up quickly, but what happened next angered everyone in the entire cinema.
Andre! No, you get out of here. I can go wherever I want. I'm looking for my boyfriend. Andre!
Megan, get on the projection booth.
Don't shoot me.
10 years later, the girlfriend finally found their seats. However,
I couldn't find the bathroom.
the man playfully lifts the pregnant woman's skirt, puts his head inside, and voila, the baby is safely delivered. Tears fill the man's eyes, but it's for the access card. Turns out, these two are undercover agents. Every workday involves passing through 7 checkpoints. At the first checkpoint, they mimic a urination stance, give it a strong push, and presto, the door opens. The 4th checkpoint unexpectedly transports them to a magical world. A casual wave of a wand, and poof, the walls vanish. The 5th checkpoint involves making a call to one's own mother, and it must last at least 10 minutes. The 6th checkpoint is kissing a soldier, but not just once, 3 times is the magic number. Finally, the last checkpoint involves delivering a baby for the pregnant woman. The room card for clearance? Surprise! It's hidden in the baby's tiny hand. Ever witnessed such a hilariously peculiar way to kick off the workday? Have you ever seen a talking dog?
Suck my dick. This house ain't shit.
A man prepares a huge surprise for his girlfriend. His girlfriend is a veterinarian, rescuing many small animals every day. In a world where women proudly sport beards, they consider lush facial hair the epitome of beauty. They blow-dry their beards, apply sunscreen, and even adorn their pet dogs with beards. In a beauty pageant, a sister with a well-groomed beard clinches the crown, with everyone praising the beauty of her facial hair. Enter the jealous duo of plump sisters, seizing the champion in a vulnerable moment. They forcibly shave her beard and stick it onto their own faces. Seeking justice, the champion approaches the beach administrator, who upon witnessing the woman's smooth face, nearly gags in disgust. Onlookers point and gossip, as if losing a beard is a major faux pas. The embarrassed champion, a mix of shame and sorrow, prompts the administrator to cover her mouth, urging her to spare herself from further embarrassment. The plump sister duo capitalized on fake facial hair, snatched the championship at the beard contest. From then on, they became the hottest thing since sliced bread, gracing magazine covers, starring in blockbuster movies, even bagging the coveted Oscar for Best Female Beard. Sensing something fishy, the administrator launched an investigation into the sisters' antics. Lo and behold, they were caught red-handed secretly hoarding razors. Facing the evidence, the sisters panicked, hopped on their electric scooters, but were promptly chased down on foot. Upon apprehension, the administrator uncovered a stash of razors under their scooter seat, neatly aligned razors beneath their clothes. And then came the grand reveal, off went their fake beards. This peculiar chapter in the annals of the world where women embraced the beard aesthetic leaves us with a whimsical reflection on the lengths some would go for a taste of fleeting fame. Beyond that, is being different considered a sin? So, have you ever encountered real-life ladies with luscious beards?